What do you know about our company?
Well, first, I like to say that I am a loyal customer to the Chick-fil-A brand. And I've studied your website. The company hosts an annual one-day Chick-fil-A Leader Cast, and that's basically a leadership development experience that features some of the world's best thought leaders on business, creativity, and leadership. I noticed that Condoleezza Rice will be one of the guest speakers this year. Also, Chick-fil-A is the nation's second largest chicken chain and grossed $4.6 billion in sales in 2012, which is up 14% from the previous year. And thirdly, the company has opened 96 new stores last year.
What would your last boss say about your top greatest strengths?
My former boss would rave about my ability to manage and motivate the marketing team, as well as my strong ability to develop and implement long-term tactical action plans for all of the major marketing initiatives. Actually, here's my former boss's business card, and he insisted that he be contacted to give an outstanding reference on my behalf.
What would your last boss say about your top two greatest weaknesses?
Actually, I brought my last performance review. It's right here, and I can actually read it to you verbatim. He's stating that here are my areas of improvement. I tend to be a perfectionist. I try to please all of my customers all the time, and unfortunately, that's not realistic. He applauds me for my efforts, but wants me to understand that this pattern of thinking could be a huge stress factor for me. Secondly, he's concerned about my willingness to be a team player and my colleagues consistently seeking my guidance and leadership on various projects. He is concerned because this could lead to my being overwhelmed and carrying the weight of the department on my shoulders.
How do you handle stress and pressure?
Well, I understand that stress and pressure are the norm. However, managing them both is essential. In my career, I've learned that if you focus on success, that will create stress and pressure. However, if you focus on excellence, success is inevitable.
Describe a difficult situation and how you overcame it.
There was a situation where when I was a business owner, I had an employee that was underperforming. So I spoke with him and offered to give him some additional training or to be retrained in some areas where he was underperforming, either on his off days or after work. He agreed, so we did do that, but that proved to be unsuccessful. So I went back to him and I used my skills to make him feel that the decision to leave the organization was based on collaboration. And I basically asked him, how do you feel your performance has been over the past, several months? And if you were in my shoes, what would you do? And what would you suggest? And he did agree that, it just wasn't a good fit. So it ended up, working out.
How do you evaluate success?
I evaluate success when the demand for your product or services goes up, the number of loyal loyal customers that you have, your net promoter score, brand recognition, and lastly, when you're constantly asked, what's your secret? You're successful.
Why do you want this job?
Chick-fil-A is my dream company. I want this job because I am a results-oriented person. I know that my knowledge, skills, and abilities would bode well in the role of marketing director. My commute to this office is less than 5 miles. And the philosophy, vision, and mission of the organization match my own.
Why should we hire you compared to other candidates we are interviewing?
I thought you never asked that question. Based on your job description, you're seeking someone with 5 to 10 years experience in creative writing and marketing. I possess 15 years of marketing experience. You're also looking for 2 years of management experience. I possess 10 years of management experience and 2 years of an entrepreneur venture. I also have a passion for getting it right the first time, every time, and now.
What are your goals for the future?
Well, my immediate goals would be to get hired for this position, of course. My future goals would be to have my talent recognized and being offered promotion opportunities. I would also like to impact the organization by mentoring new hires and interns, by sharing with them my experiences, the good and the bad, in an effort to guide them through the learning process of the organization.
Okay. What questions do you have for me?
Well, I do have a few questions for you that I've written down. Let's see. What can you tell me about the company that you really like?
I like that there's a lot of opportunity for growth.
Okay, that's good to know. What is your biggest challenge in your role right now?
Managing a diverse group of people.
Okay. And my last question is what has been your biggest accomplishment in your role to date?
Being promoted to senior vice president.
Oh, great, great. Well, I really want to take this opportunity to thank you for interviewing me and to let you know that I want the job. I want the job of marketing director with Chick-fil-A Incorporated. Thank you.